Today we're going to be taking you on a tour to see the top 12 things to do in Zadar. The first thing to check out when you get to Zadar is the harbor. This is called Foša and it's right in front of the land gate. It's such a cute little harbor. They have a restaurant right here where you can get great views of the harbor. They have a few boats, birds are flying around. It's a really quaint little place. The second thing to check out in Zadar is the land gate. So in the city of Zadar, this used to be the main entrance to the city. Today there are 8 gates remaining and this is the prettiest of all of them. The main feature of this land gate is the winged lion right in the middle. So this is the Venetian lion of St. Mark. The land gate is right behind the Foša harbor.
We have just walked in through the gate and we are officially in the city of Zadar. Unfortunately, the gate doesn't look as fancy from the inside as it is from the outside.
The third thing to check out in the city of Zadar is the Five Wells Square. So this area used to be a former moat and it provided water for the city of Zadar up until about the mid-19th century. You definitely can't miss it because there are 5 wells right in the middle of the square.
Right next to the square is this beautiful park that we're just going to explore. It provides some nice shaded areas from the heat and the sun. Also, because it's slightly higher, I'm pretty sure we can get some great views of the harbor and the gate from where we just came from. We're just currently walking the alleyways of Zadar and it's very reminiscent of Dubrovnik.
Split as well, I think, had the same kind of road.
Old town of Split, yeah.
Street, yeah.
I think all the towns have a very similar feel.
The fourth thing to check out in the city of Zadar is the People's Square. So this area has the city hall and it also has lots of restaurants, so it's a good place to people watch. The fifth thing to check out in Zadar is the main shopping street, Široka. This is the perfect place to come if you are into shopping. They also have lots of cafes and restaurants on either side. The sixth thing that you should definitely check out when you're in Zadar is the Roman Forum. It was commissioned by the first emperor, Augustus, and it is the largest forum in Croatia. The church is known as the symbol of Zadar. The forum was the center for public life. The main thing to see in the Roman Forum is St. Donatus Church. This church is unusual because of its shape. So it's kind of in a circular shape and it is a Byzantine style church. This isn't a church anymore. It's used as a concert venue because it has really good acoustics. When you're walking through the forum, you'll see that there are tons of Roman ruins on all sides of it. In the forum, there's only one Roman column that remains today, and during the Middle Ages, it was used as a public shaming spot, so people would be chained up to the pole and they would be publicly humiliated.
And I believe the chains are still there, which is pretty incredible if you think about it.
Also in the forum, there once was a temple dedicated to Jupiter, Juno, and Minerva. The seventh thing to see when you're in Zadar is the Cathedral of St. Anastasia. It's also known as the Zadar Cathedral, and it's a massive Romanesque Catholic church. The Zadar Cathedral is located right around the corner from the Roman Forum. It also has a bell tower that you can climb up to get good views of the city. So we always say to climb the bell tower to get good views. However, we never do it ourselves. But I'm sure the views are really good from the bell tower. The eighth thing to do when you're in Zadar is to check out the seaside promenade. The promenade is under construction right now, so it's kind of unfortunate, but you can still walk along and have great views of the Adriatic Sea. Right across from the Roman Forum, along the seaside promenade, there is a little pier, and it looks like people come here to sunbathe and to hang out.
It's a bit of a shame that the promenade is closed, but I reckon they'll complete it by the time for summer and by the time this video is out, so you guys will be able to experience a brand new Riva. Stop number 9 is also on the promenade and it is a cafe. However, there are a bunch of different cafes that are located here, but none of them made the list. We are at Eva El Gelato Original and this actually did make the list, so it's going to be good.
I feel like if you're sitting by a seaside promenade, you have to have some gelato, especially in this nice weather. I ordered 1 scoop of the yogurt and berry gelato.
And I got the coffee cream. It looks like it's like a coffee slush.
The berries are like tart. It's really good.
So they've taken ice cream slush and put it through the slush maker, and it's super thick. This is a really nice relaxing area. They've got palm trees and you can just hear the sound of the water. Feel very relaxed and zen. And now we're just gonna walk up the promenade.
If you're walking along the promenade and you want to take a tour, they have some tourist information points set up. The 10th thing that you should definitely check out when you're in Zadar is the greeting to the sun. So it's all the way at the end of the promenade. The greeting to the sun has 300 multi-layered glass plates, and beneath the glass plates are solar modules that come to life as soon as the sun sets. The 11th thing to see when you are in Zadar is the sea organ. The sea organ is located right next to the greeting to the sun, so they're right by each other, so you can see both of them at the same time. Sound coming from the sea organ is created by holes that are drilled into the marble, and then it's connected to 35 organ pipes.
The sea organ mechanics are pretty cool because the waves are making all the sounds, but it just sounds like it's a new time beginner picking up an instrument for the first time. It's all out of tune and wacky. Also want to add, where we are is perhaps the best place to get the sunset, and that's what we're going to be waiting for.
The sunsets in Zadar are supposed to be spectacular. Alfred Hitchcock said that they were the best sunsets in the world, and he even came here to scout the place for filming locations. The sun has just set and the sea organ is going crazy. The waves have picked up and now it's making all kinds of really loud, crazy sounds. We're coming over to the sun salutation. You can already kind of see some light starting to happen in the smaller ones, but we're going to walk over to the big one. And the number 12 thing that you have to do when you're in Zadar is eat at one of the taverns. We've come to Canobo Dalmatina, and we are going to have the ciabatta and the seafood pasta.
Our food just came. It was a long wait, but I think it was well worth it. I got the seafood pasta, and man, look at this. This is incredible. I want to be honest with you, this seems very intimidating. Like, that's a whole shrimp. Amazing. Amazing. The mussels are super fresh. I think it must have been just caught like this morning or whatnot. It's so tasty, so flavorful. And the Parmesan is just an added little bonus on top.
Okay, the first time we had ciabatta was when we were in Zagreb, and we ordered it all the time because we loved it. So we got another plate of ciabatta. I don't think this one has the cheese inside of it like we got in Zagreb. They're just as good as they were in Zagreb Valley. You're gonna really like them. It's kind of like a breakfast sausage taste, like a Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage.
We absolutely devoured those meals. I don't know which one was better. The ciabattas were pretty good, but I think the seafood pasta just pips both of them.
Thank you so much for watching our Zadar vlog. We love this city. It's so laid back. There are lots of different things to see and do. So if you haven't visited it, you have to check it out.